So, welcome to this morning's masterclass. It here in Southern Hemisphere is the beginning of winter and the beginning of June. So, I'm going to give it a little snippet of that and then we'll go on to the masterclass. So, welcome. And for those that are in Northern Hemisphere, it's the beginning of summer. So, I'll do a little bit of that as well. So, what does June bring with it? Well, according to sacred geometry, June in Southern Hemisphere is wind down, complete, no more, finished, we're done. And so they can feel like an urgency of, I'm completely full, I can't do any more, don't give me any more, I just need to run away. If somebody else gives me one more thing, I'm done. So that's in Southern Hemisphere because we're in winter. Wintertime is all about new beginnings. And so, in that new beginnings, it's like we are a fat caterpillar that's ready to enter the chrysalis. And as a fat caterpillar, I can't eat anymore. Don't give me any more. I just need to go into the chrysalis and then I'm done. So for June, you may feel like, "Ugh, I can't take any more. Just need to finish this. Just need to finish this, whatever it is. Southern Hemisphere, new beginnings. And so with those new beginnings, it's like, what else is around there? So animals naturally tune into this and they then say, I've got to get them my nuts and put them into storage because I'm going to be snowed in. Not that we have like squirrels and things here in Australia, but let's pretend. And that we go in and go, I know there's a new beginning coming. I've just got to allow the transformations to occur. So, Northern Hemisphere, complete opposite. It's the beginning of summer. It's about get out there, go to the beach, just like my picture in the background. And yes, by the way, I'm not in my office at the moment. I'm at accommodation because I'm running my ninth book. But let's pretend we're going to summer. Get out there. Let's go. Let's explore. Let's see what we can harvest. I'm so ready for the world. So, with that in mind, it's now time to share what is today's masterclass all about. Of course, I line everything with sacred geometry, and today is wealth is when you can extract the maximum joy out of any experience. That's it. Besides, wealth is your health, or health is your wealth. Wealth is when you can extract the maximum joy out of any experience. So sometimes when people go into wintertime, they have a disease called SAD, seasonal affective disorder. I used to get that chronically when I lived in another state in Australia, in Victoria. It's dark and cold, and I just didn't like it. And I must admit, extracting the joy and wealth from that struggled. However, Melbourne does have amazing boots, coats, and scarves, which where I live at the beach, we don't have any of that sort of thing. So that's where the wealth, I could extract the maximum joy out of the experience of having boots and scarves and jackets and coats and things like that. So part of this journey is understanding, well, where I am right now, how can I get joy from that journey, which can be really tricky when we're in that journey. So some people, like my husband, do not like summer at all. And so for him to see the joy in summer at all, it's like, no, don't like the outdoors, don't like the beach, don't like the heat. Makes him more sluggish. Whereas me in summer, I'm alive. I'm just so there. So for him, wealth is when you can extract the maximum joy out of the experience of summer. He does it by having cold water, cold drinks, colder food, sleeping, relaxing, going slower. That's his maximum joy out of summer. So if you notice what I'm doing is I'm taking what we've got, where we are, and how can I find the joy in it? How does that become wealth? Because I said wealth is when you can extract it. Well, sometimes we forget to take a moment to breathe, whether it's first thing in the morning in a meditation, in the evening, having time with family, while you're showering. Just take like It's out of the day, beginning or the end or the middle. Just go, right, where can I extract the joy out of this experience? Because that extraction or offer from the universe is saying, here's the joy part. And joy is held in an organ of our heart. That's where it makes us feel all warm and smushy in our gut, but it's right here. Where can I come to the heart space out of this experience? So, as I said, sometimes when we're going through like a pickle time, it can be tricky to find the joy in anything. But what if this became a habit? What if this became just a life strategy that you're used to doing, no matter what? So along the way, I've taught myself to do this. And I know you guys know how to do this too, of like, right, what could be the joy in this thing? Turn it into gratitude. What is the thing that is the wealth in this? And sometimes the biggest wealth is actually understanding there is a life lesson. Because the universe says, universe, one song, says we're in a big school saying, hey, school time. As soon as you wake up, even while you sleep, actually, too. What is the lesson to see that everything is working out? You are lovable, loving, love, love. And what meaning are you giving? Is it true? They're all things from my book, Secret Codes to Success. And so, what is it right now that you can go, what's the lesson here? Ah, there. When we start to look for the joy in things, it also affects part of our brain right here, the back of the neck, the base of the brain. That base of the brain, the cerebellum, has another part of the brain called reticular activating system, which is like a sieve. It's our filter. And that everything that we see or experience goes through that filter. And that filter might say, oh, it's happy, or you can't get in. Or it's sad, you can't get in. And as we start to train ourselves to do that, the reticular activating system says, what's the joy in this? What is the joy? What is the wealth? You know what? Right now, my lesson is to breathe. My lesson is to have patience. My lesson is to listen to someone. My lesson is to keep quiet. My lesson is to speak up. That's part of the wealth. The wealth is how I'm growing. You imagine if you had a pot of gold or some money and you let it accumulate, it would just grow and grow and grow and grow. And it's the same as here. The wealth part is you and seeing the best in things. Doesn't mean you have to be happy. See the best in that circumstance to go, right, there's a growth here. There's a cosmic and karmic lesson. What is it? I'm going to extract that and go, right, I've got you. What is it? What in this experience? How can I grow? What's the biggest gift ever, ever, ever? And when we understand that, when we do alchemy and we turn it around so that we see that it's actually a gift we've been given, not karma. The universe doesn't do anything to us, it gives us. That it's like, here's the gift. I learned to set boundaries. I learned to say no. I learned to not take more on. I learned to say yes when I'm scared. I learned to receive help. I learned to receive support. That's the wealth. And then as we accumulate that wealth, keep putting gold, more and more gold on your path, the wealth comes into our body and into our mind, and things start to change. Give you an example. So I'm away running my night's book. Start today. So it's 6:10 in the morning. And once I do this, I'm going for a walk and then have a shower, and then I will start writing the ninth book. In the wealth part, it was really frantic busy before I was able to come here. So be it just how it is. I needed to be able to extract the maximum joy of the experience of being frantically busy. And I went, okay, what that says to me is we've got things to look forward to after I write the book, but also The extraction of the joy was when I run to my apartment, which is at the beach, the sunrise is just coming up over there. It's just me, nobody else. No housework, no children, no husband, no any of my team asking me anything because they know don't distract me, don't talk to me. Let me just be for the week. I needed to pull that away. As I did that, rang the accommodation. Normally check-in is 3 p.m. So I rang them on Thursday. I checked in on Sunday. I said, any chance of getting an early check-in? Well, absolutely. Come in at 11 o'clock. Well, what happens is when we extract the joy, more joy rolls in. Just as this knock-on effect that just seems to go, I'm wealthy. And that wealth was like, oh my goodness me, I get to come here early. All I've got to do is a couple of emails, shut everything down, pack the suitcase, get here, unpack. And with that wealth, it rolled on. One of my clients messaged me who lived close to this apartment and said, oh, can we catch up? Sure. What about like 2 o'clock? Let's go for a walk along the beach. You can do that. More joy came in, more extraction, more wealth. And the wealth is having time with a client. She's going to have a baby. Well, she's actually overdue, but it was lovely to see her. The beach was beautiful. The sun was out. The waves were just rolling so gently. It starts to get better and better in the wealth of noticing the joy in the experience. So this is a life strategy. Remember, as I said, wealth is where you can extract the maximum joy. Maybe as you begin, might be the minimum, but the minimum grows and grows and grows. So it's the maximum out of whatever experience it is. And when we do that, we start the day with like, good morning. It's a great day for a great day, which is what I say every morning. It's like, just wake up. It's a great day for a great day. I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe I do. Maybe I consciously, unconsciously, consciously create it. And I know I'm going to extract the joy from the experience of that day, of that moment. It may not be instant. Sometimes the experiences can be later in the day. Maybe it's whilst I'm journaling. Maybe as I'm going to sleep. Maybe it's the next morning when I'm washing my hair. Something that we're unconsciously doing. You're showering, you're washing your hair, or you're washing your body, and it's like, pop, something drops in. And why does it drop in? Because we're in our heart space for joy in that moment. That's where the soft whisper, that's intuition, soft whisper, just says, hey, remember that was a joyful experience. Yeah, it was. Because I was actually able to say no to that. Give yourself space, time to do this. When you book yourself back to back to back to back, you never have an opportunity to find the wealth in your life. And the wealth is extracting that joy from the experience. And when we do that, it's like, oh, yeah, I can go out into the world, but not in fear. We go out into the world curious and knowing it's an adventure. Who might we meet? What might we get? What might be able to do or offer? And just the whole dynamics. Allows the body to be at ease. It regulates the nervous system. Because for the last couple of years, a lot of people's nervous system is so shot. It's just like, to regulate that nervous system, the nervous system is our communication line that talks to everyone, and then it's on hyper alert of all the time. It can't find the wealth. And yet then the nervous system just calms right down. Oh my goodness me. So, as I said, what is it? Besides your health is your wealth. It's when you can extract the maximum joy. The maximum joy at this moment might be 1%. In 2 days, it might be 50%. In a week, it might be 99.99%. What it is, the maximum joy of any experience. There's no such a thing as good or bad, positive or negative in sacred geometry or the laws of quantum. Everything just is what it is, and it depends on the way you perceive it. So that's why it says out of any experience. And any experience, I apply this all the time. When I'm taking groups around the world, whether it's been Mexico, Peru, definitely always Egypt. Sometimes the itinerary has to change suddenly because something comes up, or wow, what is going to be the maximum joy out of this experience? And guess what happens? When we can't go to that place, it doesn't matter, which is what happened in Peru recently. Because of the pouring rain, we weren't able to go to X place. So we went to another place. It was way better, way better, unbelievably better. We were able to do a meditation and healing process and everything just totally different, because wealth is when you can extract the maximum joy. Pouring with rain, freezing cold. We're at Lake Titicaca. The boat has arrived to where we're supposed to be going. It's just freezing. And where we're meant to walk is up a hill, would be saturated and horrible. So then it was like, how about we go there? No rain. What? What happened? A beautiful lake, a portal opening, divine structures connected to Egypt. Boom, the joy. Every experience becomes a wealth. So what we're going to do right now is share your golden heart. What did you get from today that just allows you to go, yeah, I got this? Because when you guys share, everyone gets to learn, because everybody has got wisdom. And if you'd like to type it into the chat, put a Y first, says Jean, yes, you can share. Put an N, no, Jean, don't share, because I don't realize and I just start talking. So let's go to Leona, Andrew, Joy, and Lou. Who'd like to start?
All right, I'll do it this way since the other button didn't work. Hello, everybody.
Good morning.
Well, now that my husband is getting up 2 hours before the sunrise, the dog gets really excited. It means he gets to go to walk for his walk early, and he won't let us go, and it won't let me go until we do. So, extract the joy. Getting up early, than normal, means I get all my routines and rituals done earlier. So that's all right. And there goes a Sammy. My neighbour's off to work. All right. Have a great day, everybody.
That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You can see how Leona alchemized the situation. And it's like, okay, extract the joy, which is her husband gets up early, the dog gets triggered, walkie time. That means Leona can get all her beautiful rituals done for herself. There is pure wealth. She's invested in herself. Whether the dog has gone, wake up, walkie time, she's still able to reflect. So that was beautiful, Leona. Let's go to Andrew. Can you unmute yourself, Andrew? We'll come back to you, Andrew. I forgot who was next. It was either Joy or Lou. I can't remember. Oh, Joy. Yes, please, darling, unmute yourself, sweetie.
Is that right?
That is beautiful. And welcome from Canada.
Thank you. Thank you. With, where you've been talking now, it's taken me back to what's just happened in the last 6 months with me, and the joy and the wealth that I've received from that experience, which wasn't the most pleasant. But since then, well, with the flood, it's about change for me, and I've completely changed into something else, but finding more of the joy and the the wealth. So with the joy, we came back to a beautiful home that was all, redecorated. And we've started a garden. So I'm getting the wealth from the flat plants, and we're growing veg. And it's just like, it had to happen to get me to this place of joy and wealth, because that's what I'm feeling.
Beautiful, beautiful. And you're just looking amazing, Joy, by the way. Absolutely amazing. So alive, so young, so beautiful. I love it. And thank you so much. Let's go to Lou.
Morning, Jean.
Good morning from New Zealand. I just love how we're all one big community.
It seems to be a worldwide crew with different countries and such. So, yeah, it's good. So this morning's class has helped me to realize, actually, I was living in the joy, although that sounds silly saying it, I am joyful about the experience, because we own a Mustang, and we've made the Mustang our daily driver because of an incident that happened a wee while back that could have turned out quite differently. And so using that as a joyful experience, but realizing that even though now, just recently, I've been told I'm not allowed to drive medically, Don works from home, so every chance we get, we drive it, he drives it. And so I actually get to have a more present experience in it because I'm the passenger. So I get to see everything more fully. And that just literally fills my heart. So joyful.
Amazing. Again, all of you are just amazing. You've been able to alchemize. They're all alchemists, wizards and magicians and whatever, and flick the switch, which is so beautiful. And Lou, I would so be in your Mustang if I could as well.
You'd be very welcome.
Thank you. So thank you, thank you. So although it seems tricky, you can see everybody has got the wisdom of something so simple, ancient. And in mystery school, we would have these simple awarenesses. Wealth is when you can extract the maximum joy out of any experience. So, so, so simple. What that means is we would have different conversations. We would inspire and uplift each other. It wasn't about motivating and going like hypey, hypey and high fives and whatever. It was being in heart space, joy. Being in the space where it's like, okay, this has been gifted to me. There'll be something amazing from it. And I, of all people, have an opportunity to actually find what that is, no matter what is the experience. And if we understand that, of course, we're going to wake up and say, it's a great day for a great day. So thank you, Super Souls, for joining me, especially, as I said, writing my ninth book starting today. Normally, I don't do the masterclasses when I'm doing this, but I just went, what? This is such a good one. I'm going to add it in. Well, for those in Southern Hemisphere with winter, new beginnings. June, complete everything. Those in Northern Hemisphere, summer. It's time to be able to go, hey, world, this is me. So enjoy wherever you are. And I look forward to seeing you next week for the next masterclass. Bye, guys.